Hi, I'm Les Moreland. I'm the current commander, AMVETS Post 2006 here in Leesburg, Florida. And we're a proud sponsor of Central Florida Salute on the YouTube channel. I'd like to have you check us out on our Facebook page or whatever. Our address is 500 North Canal Street in Leesburg, Florida. To all you veterans out there, come by and see us. We salute you for your service and thank you very much.
Hello and welcome to Central Florida Salute YouTube. I'm here at our home post, the Eagles 4273, which is an outstanding organization. And they're going to have a special presentation to this lovely lady, Marie Boganoff.
Yes.
And Marie is the head of Villagers for Veterans. And we at Central Florida Salute have been following your mission,
Yes.
which is Ashley's House. You want to tell everybody a little bit of just quick review about Ashley's House and where are you with this?
Sure. So, Ashley's House is a transition home for homeless women veterans. It's in Eustis, Florida, and we are right now in the permitting process. We've submitted all our paperwork. We've set up all the quotes and preliminary orders, and we are hoping that as soon as we get the permits from the city of Eustis, we can start doing some serious work there.
Yeah, you started this, about 2 years ago?
We actually started about a year and a half ago in January, and we've been fundraising ever since. We purchased the property, which is located in Eustis, and then we had to do a lot of fundraising in order to have enough funds to get us going. And so we'll continue to fundraise throughout the building process because a house like this is over $500,000.
Wow.
It's a 4,000 square foot, 6 bedrooms, 3.5 baths. It's going to house 6 women veterans at any one time, and therefore it's got 2 ADA rooms, so we'll be able to accommodate anyone with any kind of mobility issues, and we'll be able to also accommodate for women that have no mobility restrictions. The house is big enough that we'll be able to hold certain workshops there as well, in order to guide them through where they need to be.
Okay, your partner can't be here today, Catherine.
So our VP and most passionate woman veteran, Catherine Wilgis, is they're helping a veteran move in Texas because her and her husband are always out there helping others. And so she couldn't be here today, but I'm here to represent our entire team who has been working really nonstop since the end of 2019, 2020.
Yeah. Well, I know a lot of the community stepped up, a lot of the veterans posts stepped up, and the Eagles have already given you some donation in the past. We got a little surprise for you today. Hopefully it'll get you further down the road. But if somebody wants to know more about Ashley's House, obviously they could go to Central Florida Salute YouTube.
Of course.
Of course.
Because they can see it in live action. But they can also check our website, and that's villagersforveterans.org. And we have videos, some of which you were kind enough to do for us, and some of which were done for us as well, explaining the need of why this particular project is so important. Homeless women veterans right now happens to be the fastest growing demographic in today's military. I guess it's because there's so many more women joining the military today and also transitioning out of the military. And so it's become a pretty large problem. And we are hoping to at least create the footprint with Ashley's house so that we can continue to grow and address this need.
Now, these women will stay there for up to 2 years. Am I correct? Or
So the model is anywhere from 3 months to a year, with the possibility of an extension, maximum 2 years. And that's for those women that may be going to school and maybe trying to get their finances in order. If the time is not enough, then we're going to take it on a individual basis and based on their need and extend the time accordingly. This home is a hand up, not a handout. So we are going to work throughout their time in the home to get them sufficiently independent so that they can transition either to a home of their own or to a rental, to a good, stable job that will be able to help them get to where they need to be.
well, we've been with you all along. We're going to be with you when you turn that key and let the first women in. But if somebody out there is watching this and wants to send in a donation or wants more information, where do they go?
So I'm sure all of you have been following what's been going on with, costs going up. And our costs for this house in the past 6 months have increased by 40%. So we are continued to fundraise because we don't want to fall short. And if anyone out there would like to donate, whether it be an in-kind donation, such as an item that we could use in a basket for a fundraiser, or if they have little extra cash laying around that they would like to donate to a good cause, they can donate on our website. All donations are encrypted, so it's very safe and secure. So, or you can send us a check, and all our information as far as mailing address is there. So we are grateful for any dollar that we get because they all add up.
And you're also not-for-profit, right?
We are a 501c3 not-for-profit, so every dollar that gets donated to us is tax deductible. And we are also 100% volunteer, which means that 97 to 98% of every dollar we raise goes into our programs. There are some basic, seed money that's needed and things like insurance and things like that. But for the most part, you can be sure that everything you donate to us is going to one of our programs. All our financials are there for you to check them out on any charity navigation website there is, and upon your request, we'll be more than happy to provide anyone with that.
Well, I salute you, my dear, for what you're doing, your organization is doing, you and Catherine, and all the volunteers that you have. We have a couple of volunteers here because we are all volunteers. Mm-hmm. And there's two ladies I'm going to bring in to talk a little bit about some of the money that they raise, how they raise the money. And then later on, I think they got a little something for you.
Well, I have to say that the ladies from the Auxiliary of the Eagles have been phenomenal in their support, as well as the club itself of the Eagles, the Post. They've been supporting us, especially with this project from the very beginning, and we are eternally grateful to you guys and the Auxiliary, as well as many other veteran groups that have really been out there, have been our boots on the ground, and have been raising money to help us make this dream a reality.
Okay. Well, the presentation will be in a little bit, so we're going to let you take a break right now.
Okay.
Okay, I'm now with a couple of the ladies from the Auxiliary, Madam President and Madam Vice President. I tell you ladies, this Auxiliary here, and our men really have done a lot. We're here for a big presentation, nice surprise check we're going to give to Marie for Ashley's house. And but you've also in the past month given out some donations to other organizations. Do you want to give us a little quick what you've done in the last month?
Sure. Last week we gave a check presentation to Rhymes Early Learning Center. The lady in the middle getting the check is the principal of Rhymes Early Learning I believe it's a chartered school. It's in Leesburg. And we did this event for trivia night. And that's how we raised the money for this event.
You do a lot of events, and
We try to average one a month, but we don't quite do every month.
yeah.
Just a word about that trivia night. Sometimes people are afraid to have a trivia night. It's a wonderful thing to do. The most common thing you says, "Oh, I'm not smart enough to go that." Oh, believe me, we're on all levels, and you'd be surprised what trivia you can actually get. We have teams of 6, and so someone at the table usually has an input on that, and it's just a real fun night. So
Yeah, I tell you what, I've been to one of them. I really enjoyed it. My team came in second. You guys didn't come in first, did you?
I won't tell you where our team came in.
Okay.
It's too embarrassing.
In fact, we have another one for another trivia night October 1st. And that one is actually for the scholarships here. At
Yeah, we do a lot of scholarships too here. They do an awful lot of charity. You also did another one the other day, as a matter of fact. You want to talk about that, Sandy?
Oh, well, this was, Ellen knows more about it than I do, but it was a senior dog rescue. You know, often don't think about senior dogs that don't have a family that's capable of taking care of them any longer, or that have been given, they have a close relationship with the adoption agency. And they have this farm where these dogs can go and spend the rest of their life. But Ellen, you tell them about those dogs.
It's called the Roland Senior Dog Rescue Gang. It's in Melrose, Florida. 7 of us took a road trip there on Friday, and I think we all had a really good time. When we got there, we were a little bit surprised because there were 34, 35 dogs inside the house. Can you imagine living 24/7
No.
with that many? And I always
I have
call-
2, and that's enough.
Well, a lot of them were Chihuahuas, and we all
Oh,
have
yeah.
different names for Chihuahua. I call them yappers because they bark a lot. But a good chunk of them were blind. Some of them were deaf. One of them had its teeth, both of those, and had its teeth out. And I think all of us were we had a really good time. You know, we have a wonderful picture, in fact, of that. I'll get you a copy of all of us holding a dog along with the husband and wife. Now, when we presented them the check, they were overwhelmed, I think is a good word. We gave them a check for $4,000, and they said nobody had ever made that kind of contribution to them. So this is their life. I mean, that's all they do is take care of these dogs.
I think that was one of the things that I found so interesting. They knew the personality of every one of those little dogs. They knew what their sleeping pattern was. They showed so much love for each and every one of those dogs. It was not chaotic as you might think it would be. They have now Sally there, she only does what Ralph, she follows Ralph around and doesn't. Now this one has diabetes. The love and care that they showed was absolutely amazing. It really warmed our heart that we were able to help them.
Well, I'm very impressed with what this auxiliary does. The men help out a lot too. In fact, they were part of this event that you had that raised the money also for Ashley's house. You want to talk a little bit about the event that you had for Ashley's house?
Yeah, so we had an event. It was a country jamboree. So it was fun from the very beginning. And we had a wonderful band, the Avalanche band, that volunteered their help there. We had our kitchen staff, they had a great meal for us. And it was just joyful. Some people dressed up in their Western gear, and we had an area where you could go take photographs, and it was set up with bales of hay and a little barn behind the back of it, and it was a really just fun night to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was there, and I'll tell you, Avalanche is a great group. They're really good. So anyway, we have a nice check that we could present to Marie and Villages for Veterans, and then a little later on, you know, we can get all the other ladies together and we'll get them in here, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
And you give me that picture that you have of all the ladies up there, and we can incorporate it into the show.
Okay,
All right?
sounds good.
All right, well, we're going to take a break now, unless you have something.
I was just
I
gonna
can
say
see Madam
one-
President
I was
got
going to say
something.
one more thing. If you go to the website for Roland Senior Rescue Gang, we are on the cover page. Picture of all of us ladies presenting them the check. They literally put us on front page of their internet with a little blurb explaining who we are and what we did. That was
Special.
very special.
Yeah, yeah. And in fact, we can go on the internet for the area, no? Yes? Are we up on the website yet now, or? Everybody's looking at me like
No,
that.
Yes.
I think that
Yes.
this event that we did they haven't had time to put that up
Okay,
yet,
but I mean,
so-
if you want to learn more about the
Yeah.
Eagles.
Yes, I
Yes.
believe it's
And-
FOE4273.com.
Yes.
Okay, FOE.
FOE4273.com.
Yes,
You got it.
and for those out in the neighborhood who watch this, if you're a veteran or active military or a first responder, your first year membership is free, right?
Right, retired.
And on
Retired. No.
on that website, you can also, if you desire to become a member, there's a pathway on the website where you can actually become a member of our Eagles.
Okay, ladies, we're going to take a little break now, and
Good.
you guys are going to get ready for the big presentation.
Yes.
Okay,
We have gathered for a presentation to Villagers for Veterans who are in a project called Ashley's House for female veterans. And Marie Bogdanov is here, and she is the founder and the president of Villagers for Veterans. We're very glad to have her. The event was called a Country Jamboree. Some people came in their Western wear, but a good time was had by all. We had a little area where pictures could be taken, which was had some hay barrels for people to sit on, a picture of a barn in the back, and so a great time was had, and we did it with our loving heart for Ashley's House.
Okay.
now you can, well, wait,
Okay.
Carolyn.
Okay. We had some bracelets made that had Ashley House on them, and we sold them. Here's one right here. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. Okay. And we made $285 on
Oh, wow,
the
that's great.
bracelets that we made.
Oh, thank you.
Ellie?
Shall I go ahead?
Yes,
Okay.
go ahead.
Well, Carolyn, that's a wonderful check, but you know, I happen to have another one here.
You do?
I do, and I think this would be a very nice, our presentation for Ashley's House from the Villagers for Veterans for $10,000.
This is wonderful. Thank you. I was not expecting this. Thank you.
Right here, hold on, 1, 2, 3.
I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. This is so unexpected and certainly worth the wait. Thank you for all your effort, and know that you will be well represented at Ashley's House, because we are going to have an 8x8 brick of your choosing, or whatever you'd like to put on it, and it's going to
Okay.
be on the walkway.
Oh,
So
That's
to show our appreciation, because I know that there are many things that you guys can support, and so we are really grateful that you chose Ashley's House to support this time.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Since 2009, Project SOS has assisted our veterans both overseas and here at home to overcome medical issues, homelessness, and disabilities. Initially, our efforts resulted in over 22 clinics opened in Iraq and Afghanistan. Recently, as troops have been withdrawn, we have concentrated on issues here at home. During this past year, we have been able to distribute 42 motorized wheelchairs and numerous mobility devices to our local veterans who have served in World War II and up to and including Afghanistan. We continue to offer solutions to our local homeless veterans in the Ocala National Forest and other Central Florida locations. Project SOS Support Our Soldiers needs your assistance to continue helping a growing homeless veterans population. Over-the-counter medications and personal hygiene supplies are acutely needed. Your financial aid will greatly increase the support they so desperately need.